Hello there and welcome to the show today. So I'm gonna just jump right into things and basically continue on with what we were doing before, which is building a website. This is a psychologist or a psychology website. So what that means is that we will be, hang on one second. Yeah, we're going to be building a psychology website, or we are. And so, super sorry, I'm still getting used to everything here with a live stream and getting it started up smoothly, obviously. But thanks for bearing with me. Yeah, this website is all essentially done and built, and we're going to go over how to do a blog post on this website and do it, well. And to do that, we are going to be using a plugin. There's lots of different plugins, and a plugin is like an app, okay, for your phone. You can just download it onto your WordPress website from the WordPress repository of plugins. And then from there, you just, once it's installed, you can configure it to your site and to your liking, and then it should be good to go. And now that I've kind of talked a little bit about the plugin, what I want to mention is that the actual process of writing a post requires some research before you even get started with things. And so to do that research, we use a tool called Ubersuggest. Okay, so now this isn't it. This is the website, but let me show you Ubersuggest. It's this last tab here. So here you can see ubersuggest.com. It then reroutes you to app.neilpatel.com. Neil Patel is this guy here, really a big name in the SEO space. And this is his app that he bought from an Italian guy for like $120,000 a couple of years ago or whatever, and been building it up, making it better and better. And you use it, one of the things you can do with it is do keyword research. So for example, the keyword or key phrase that might apply to a psychologist website is psychology session. So I just did a search for that. And then this keyword ideas tab over here on the left, click on that. And you'll now see, well, now it's going to refresh, of course. Here we go. Some more ideas in terms of things to write about and some statistics about them. Right, so instead of just psychology session, looks like how much are psychology sessions is another good key phrase to take a look at, because the cost per click here, the CPC, is $11.16, and the volume is 70. So you can multiply those two together to get the total, value of that key phrase. And you can see that the paid difficulty is 37, which means that it's easy in a sense, or, on a scale of 100 to get into that paying for that. When someone searches for that, you can appear at the top of those ad results. Or if you look to the right again, you can see that it's 17 in the SEO difficulty column, meaning that it should be quite easy to rank for this key phrase, how much are psychologist sessions. So you would use that phrase, sparingly and appropriately throughout a quality and informative, post about, relevant to the cost of a psychologist session, let's call it. And that's essentially how you can then be, right, so you can be focusing your writing. It's not like you just use this one phrase. You can find other ones, like the one right below it, psychology cost per session. That's another one that, it looks like it's not worth quite as much. Oops, looks like I actually clicked on it, but let's see if we can go back. Essentially, what you want to look for is opportunities like this one right here, where the cost per click is, $22.55 is not extremely high, but that's what you would be paying Google for one click when someone clicks on your actual ad, right? So you can save yourself that money if you can appropriately. You can see the score, SEO score here is 41. So if you can create a piece of content that ranks highly and gets you traffic consistently, then you'll be saving that $22.55 cost per click with the ad. You know, in a sense, you can think of it as, you know, making money. And a key phrase like this type of search term is indicative of intent, right? Someone's probably looking to pay for a psychologist session. So that means that not only could you save yourself the advertising money, but you could also turn that person's interest from your article into a paid psychology session, perhaps a long-term paid client worth thousands. You never know. But this tool, Ubersuggest, is a great place to start. And you know, you can go through, there's a lot to it in terms of how it can help you out. So go ahead and click, like up here, you can see the suggestions, 233 suggestions. Well, next to it is this related tab. So 467 suggestions, that's even more, which is fantastic. So, you know, I'd say some of these are duplicates, but you know, some of them aren't. And the other thing too is there's these questions, this questions tab. And that's becoming more and more relevant to Google searches, like especially how-to searches. So maybe how to find the right psychologist, how to find the right fit with the right psychologist. Those types of articles are becoming very, those are highly searched, let's say. And also, if you structure the article and the content in the post correctly, so that it's, let's call it search engine friendly, then that's called structured data. They'll recognize that you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 step process for finding the right fit with the right psychologist, and they'll pull all of that information from your website through and give you a big old, you know, like a lot of real estate potentially on the search engine result page and the search result page, and basically potentially, you know, get you a lot of clients that way. So yep, there's that. And the prepositions is the column next to it. So doesn't look like there's much going on here. There's no volume. Let's see, the comparisons tab. Okay, same thing. So basically, you know, this keyword list, basically, yeah, take your time and go through this. Go to like a YouTube how-to video on how to use Ubersuggest, and Neil Patel himself like does a great job of explaining how to use it. You can register for free, like it says here, and this is a great tool. So I just wanted to share that first as a place to start to gather ideas and give focus, because it's kind of like you're going fishing and you need to use, let's say, the right bait. Okay, you don't want to be writing something that nobody's going to read or has any interest in, or isn't relevant, or isn't really going to do much for anybody. So that's really the point there, is to really start to focus the content. Okay. Now RankMath, this is another part of this this live stream here that I want to go through a very distinct, like let's say second sort of part 2, okay, or the first part 2. And RankMath SEO, as you can see at the top, is a plugin that helps with search engine optimization. And what I was just talking about a moment ago with the structured data with a how-to article, that's essentially what SEO is doing here. RankMath is doing is they're helping your site to be more easily readable to search engines, and you know, it does that in several different ways. Let's see if I can get back in here. I may have to no, I know I think I just changed this recently, so I'm gonna log back in. I'll show you guys how I log in. What I do here is just go to the hosting service that I use called SiteGround, and you can go there too by checking the description of this video on YouTube and then clicking on my affiliate link, and that will get you a great deal on SiteGround and hosting if you want to get your own hosting account for your own website, and also get me an affiliate payout, because you went to them through me, so then they give me money, which helps this live stream keep going and getting better and better over time. That's the plan. I'm gonna keep doing this daily, and just building websites, answering questions, going over news, hopefully doing some interviews with cool people that are just in the space. And yeah, so anybody who does that, huge thanks ahead of time. And this is, if you do, this is what your dashboard will look like when you sign in. Across the top here, just click on the first tab, websites, if you're trying to just make a website, and then click on the new website button on the right. If you already have several websites made, then you'll see them. Oh, I accidentally clicked on that add new website button. Let me click back on this websites tab. So if you have them, here's a whole bunch, several websites on this account right now. And this right here is our temporary website that we're building with. And in order to log into it, I click on Site Tools. And from Site Tools, I click on WordPress on the left-hand side here. It'll be showing up soon. With the live stream running, I mentioned this on a few of my previous streams, but I do not have a great connection here where I'm at right now. So on the list of things to do is move to a place with a better connection, or figure out just a better way to get a better connection. I can live stream better. Okay, a whole bunch of betters there. So click on WordPress, then click on Install and Manage, and then come down to the bottom right and click on the Login to Admin Panel button. And that will definitely get you logged into your website. Okay. Now, from this dashboard, okay, all I did is log in. To get to the SEO where I just was, I would just click on this RankMath button there again. Let's see what happens. It's going to make me do it every time. No, I can just click out. Okay, cool. Just click out of these if it's asking anywhere else. No. Okay. So here's RankMath again, and what this is doing for you, if you look here along the left, there's these analytics, general settings, titles and meta, sitemap settings, SEO analysis, all this stuff. You can come through here and just take your time to understand how it all works. There's usually explanations. You can turn things on and off, look at settings, do all that kind of stuff. But it's really straightforward. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time deep diving into everything. I just want to give you like a really quick overview, essentially, and encourage you to go check it out on your own. One thing that is fun to do though is this SEO analysis. Here on the left, just click on the SEO analysis and run it. And that I feel like is a really nice way to make sure that you're keeping things running smoothly and that the ship is sailing in the right direction, right? Just one thing to notice here is like there's no external links. So it's telling me there's an error here, with the yellow exclamation point. But there are one or more issues with the number of links on your page, too few internal links, and also looks like there's too few external links. And then here's how to fix it. And so, bang, here's exactly what to do. So it's very helpful, very self-explanatory. And if you heed my advice and just go ahead and start going into it yourself, I think you'll find that it's very educational and it's very fulfilling, because you'll feel like you made some progress, and then in time you'll start to rank better and you'll start to see more traffic and hopefully more clients and all that. So it's work that does have a nice payoff. So again, I'm just overviewing this stuff here to encourage you to just go take a look yourself. It's really educational. Okay, now let's jump really quickly into doing an actual blog post. So what I did is I pre-opened this page because on my live streams, I'm unable to open what's called, see this edit with Elementor text here. Elementor is what's called a page builder, and that page builder needs too much bandwidth to function. So I am pre-opening things, to have them open ahead of time. So this is the psychology blog post demo, which is right here, but that's not in the editor. This is the edit with Elementor button up top here, which I just clicked on. now we're going into it's going to try and open it, but it's not probably going to work. Sometimes it does. So we'll give it maybe another 10 seconds or so. But basically, yeah, I'm just going to need a better connection for it to work. So we'll step back here, and so psychology blog post demo, if we just open link in a new tab without opening it with the page builder, what we're doing is we're just opening it in what's called the Gutenberg block editor. And Gutenberg is the guy who invented the printing press. And so this is where sort of the magic of, right, the press in the WordPress name comes in. But I don't know if it's going to open here. Hi there. There it goes. And so, yeah, what we're going to do here is step back to back to WordPress editor at the top, continue. And here now this text, this is the editor here. So as you add text here, I'll show you where it's showing up. It's on this blog. That's the featured image. Here's that text right here. Whoop. Right down right here in the middle. And that is this right here. Okay, same text. And if we were to add to that and then press update, it would add it to here, but I'm unable to refresh this page with the current connection that I have right now. This excerpt text, let me just show you where that is in this area. So we click on post here and permalink, nope, looking for excerpt. Here's excerpt. And that is, if you were to change that, that would then change for the front end of the blog post. And this featured image, well, we saw that earlier. Giant image. And we can change that, but this is just part of the template for now. And it doesn't have to be someone screaming. It could be like a really informative, awesome picture that then comes down and just jumps right into content. And then down here, you can see as we get more and more articles published and up, people will be able to see all of them, and we'll be able to exclude this one. So it's not redundant. And yeah, that's sort of the direction that we're heading in, or you could head in with this website. Continue making more and more blog posts. This is a really quick, brief overview of how blog posts work and how to just sort of get started in the right direction. It's by no means a detailed explanation of how it works. To learn more, just subscribe to this channel and watch future posts or future streams, and comment in the live chat and just ask me if you have what questions you have and whatnot. The other option is to go to website Mike, and if you click on the hamburger icon, there are resources here. I've got case studies and my own blog and whatnot here, where I dive into these types of issues in greater depth. Not on the stream necessarily. I keep things right now pretty broad on the stream, unless it's going to be like a marathon, like one-day website build kind of situation. But other than that, if you want to check out some of my websites that you can buy from my website and then install and customize to your liking, check out. I've got 10 on the website right now that are available for sale, and as soon as you buy this, you get the files, and you also get access to a course and how to install it and customize everything. So very useful. And if you don't want to do that, you can also just pay me to install it for you. I have a flat $250 charge. You can see it right here. The done for you website service, $249, and so $349 total, and you get your website pretty quick. And you can just customize it however you'd like. And that's that. So if you're a psychologist or a psychology office looking for a new website and this looks cool to you or something like this, yeah, get in touch or take it on yourself. And then definitely be sure to let me know how it goes. I love hearing stories about how things go for people. So yeah, stay in touch and make sure you subscribe and share. Right on. Have a good one. See you on the next stream.